Can't take my eyes off, can't take my eyes off, can't take my eyes off, can't take my eyes off. You got that motion, dance in slow motion. My eyes can't help looking at you right now. So much emotion, just pick your poison. Is every move you make even allowed? Can't get enough. I try my best to look away, but I can't stop. Am I a freak to you? We almost touch. I feel your body move my way, you're close enough. So I say, can't take my eyes on you. You were all I see. Can't take my eyes on you. You know what I mean. Can't take my eyes on you. You were all I see. Can't take my eyes on you. Take my eyes on you. Yeah. Can't take my eyes off. Can't take my eyes off. Can't take my eyes off. Can't take my eyes off you. Can't take my eyes off. 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 Making heads turn, you make my heart burn. It's like I'm awake inside of a dream. You're getting closer, night's almost over. I might just ask you to leave now with me. Can't get enough. I try my best to look away, but I can't stop. Am I a freak to you? We almost touch. I feel your body move my way, you're close enough. So I say, can't take my eyes on you. You were all I see. Can't take my eyes on you. Another broken plate, another called off date. We never seem to get it right. Another heart attack, words that we can't take back. We are the reason opposites attract. Once you slam the door on the second floor, I regret it all. When I think it through, I can't help the way I feel for you. You make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Stuck in an endless fight like every night. It still feels right. Even the words can sing. I wanna change a thing, 'cause without you everything means nothing. You make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Sitting by the phone, hoping you'll answer yours. Baby, let's talk until we're fine. You've been in bed for days, empty without me, you say. Can't you just magically turn up in mine? Then you knock on my door on the second floor, and I feel okay. We just made it through, and I love the way I feel for you. Baby, you make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Stuck in an endless fight like every night. It still feels right. Even the words can sing. I wanna change a thing, 'cause without you everything means nothing. You make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, my friends. Oh, we are here. We are here. We are alive. We are not starting shortly. We are not starting shortly. We are officially started. We are here. We are ready to rock and roll. Let's do it. Are you guys excited? Okay, so let's make sure everybody can hear me, because I find it annoying. Okay, I gotta share something. I'm gonna drop some Mel knowledge. I'm gonna drop some inspo. Okay, some inspo, if you will, as we get going here, but because it kind of is related. Literally, I am like, can you hear me? Is the sound okay? That drives me crazy. I hate having to do that, because it's like, oh, does everything sound okay? Like when you share a screen, can you see my screen? Like when you're in Zoom calls and stuff, and people always say, it's like, yes, we can see your screen. It's all good. Thank you, Billy. Billy, by the way, it's his birthday. Holy cow, it's his birthday. Oh, we got David Hunt in the house. We got Talk with Tori. Hello, hello, hello. Letitia's here as well. She says, I can hear you. That's right, sister. Thank you for checking in on me. Appreciate it. Happy International Women's Day to you as well as Annette over at Purple Plazy Planner. We have Cynthia's here with Purgatory Paranormal of New York. So happy International Women's Day to all of my lady audience members here hanging out with us today. So Kamal Tech Vlog, you're here as well. It's so great to see you back, Kamal. So fun. So Billy says, it's Tito time for me. It's T squared. It's Tito time. I love it. Crafting with Kim. You too, sister. Happy International Women's Day to you, of course. All of my favorite. And Laura Williams is here as well. So it's good to see y'all. Okay. Here's the deal. I want to share something. So I was getting ready to say, I'm so sorry, tech issues, blah, 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 blah. No, we're not doing that. Okay. So there's this thing I have. And ladies, we are so bad about this. I know I'm speaking to my ladies, but I'm also speaking to my guys because honestly, true story. We tend to what I call lead with the negative. And what that means is that we feel self-conscious about something, and so we need to get it out there, right? So we need to throw it out there. It's kind of like when you have some guests over, people randomly stop by your house, when people randomly stopped by people's houses. Like, I'm not like back in like the 1980s when people did, I mean, people still do that very rarely, right? But when somebody randomly stops by your house, and you're like, oh, I'm so sorry, excuse the mess. And it's not really that messy, but we feel like we got to say it. Or, oh, my hair's a mess today. I didn't have any time to do it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm such a mess today. Especially when someone says, oh, you look pretty. You're like, oh my God, no, I don't even have any makeup on. What are you talking about? Or when we, start streaming and we're like, oh, my hair is just, we lead with the negative. We women, especially us ladies, we get really bad about this. We tend to feel insecure about something. So we need to call it out. Here's the thing. 90% of the time, nobody is paying attention. Nobody's noticing any of the stuff. People that come over to your house, it is not a mess. It looks fine. They're not worried about it. They're not going to say anything. They're not going to, sorry. I was like, what is all that stuff back there? I forgot. I'm still rearranging all the stuff down here. And I was like, what's back there? And I forgot to put a bunch of my old ball jars down there. So that was a squirrel moment if I ever had one ever on this show, which I have all the time. So anyway, my thing is this. I was getting ready to basically start talking about, can everybody hear me? Oh, I hate doing that. Oh, but no, it's fine. I need your help because I'm still having some funky audio issues. In fact, if we have any audio issues, let me know. Okay. And I will switch my mic. Because I'm still figuring all that out. I don't have it figured out yet. I've been troubleshooting like crazy. I think I've narrowed it down to either a cable or my interface. Don't care. Not going to worry about it right now. We're going to go live. We're doing this. If my mic starts clipping, just let me know in the comments and I'm going to switch mics. It's all good. Simple as that. I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm supposed to be the, your streaming mentor, have all my stuff together. No, I'm constantly tinkering and exploring all the tech, which means stuff is going to break all the time, which is part of the problem, part of the process, right? Thank you, Laura. Appreciate it. She says, sounds great for me. Good. Awesome. Okay, so some of you are commenting on the logo. So this is super exciting. Doug from SmackDown. I look better without makeup on. So funny. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to jump in. I actually have a podcast episode where I talked about that. It's something I've preached about many times. I'm sure I'll be on a stage one day giving that speech as well someday about it, but there's a lot of psychological aspects to it. But the point is that 90% of the time, no one notices anything. So if your lights look weird, if your camera looks weird, don't worry about any of that stuff. Focus on your message. That's the most important thing to do. When your friends show up at your house or somebody randomly stops by, focus on the fact that they're there. Give them the presence that they deserve. Don't take all this time to point out your cluttered mess or the dusty stairwell railing. Who cares? Nobody cares. They're there for you. They're there for you to hang out with you, to talk to you. So focus on that. If you're showing up live and you feel like you need to excuse your hair or oh, sorry that this looks this way. Oh, sorry for the mess over in the background or whatever. Nobody cares about that. They care about you and the message you're going to give. So when you actually point those things out or talk about those things, you're doing two things. You're distracting the focus. You're taking the focus away. You're making it about you and not them. Okay? You're making it about you and how you feel and your insecurities, because that's really what it is. It's really what it is. And you're not making it about what's important. The other thing that you're doing is that you're robbing yourself of the attention of your audience, whether it's your neighbor who randomly stopped by, or your audience in your podcast, or your audience in your live stream, or your audience reading your blog post. It doesn't matter. On watching you on stage, it doesn't matter. Don't lead with the negative. David's here. He says, stop leading with the negative. Melanie Diane, gem dropped. Hashtag gem dropped. It's fun. I like it. So yeah, literally I don't know. It's a tangent I could go on forever, but I just wanted to kind of point it out and remind you all that you don't have to worry about that stuff. Was that my email? I don't know if you can hear that or not. Oh my gosh. Get it together. Okay. Let's have some fun and let me talk about the new logo. So I've been working with Sylvia and over at Press and Sew, right? Sylvia Nixon over at Press and Sew. She and her husband have been helping me out, and they have designed the new logo. So the new logo, I think, is it's like done, I think. I mean, I think this is it. We're there. I'm ready for it to be there, but I'm going to put it over my face right now. Yeah, because I don't have, hold on. I think I might have something I can do here. Nah, I'll just do this. Here it is. This is it. But you obviously see it up in the corner too, right? There it is with the name under it and stuff. So that is, yeah, let me get blurry. What do y'all think about that? The M and the H, kind of like the sketchy. I think it's fun. I'm pretty excited about it. Having the logo has been something that, you know, my motto, everybody, y'all know how I feel about getting scrappy, but scrappy didn't have to be crappy. So the old logo was like when I first went to created my brand, I just decided, I was like, I'm not going to get too hung up on this. I need to launch this brand. I'm just going to go in Canva, whip something up. Social, I'm all about being social. I'm all about this. I'm all about that. I'll just make it, it's like a talking bubble box. And then I put an M in the middle of it. It was like, it is not fancy. There's nothing fancy about it. I don't even think I have it in any of this. I might have it here. There, look at that. That is the original Melanie Diane logo. That's about as boring as it gets, right? But that is what I've had for 3 years, 3 years, 4 years, 3 years. 2019, 3 years. So that's been my logo for 3 years. It's on all my stuff. It's fine. It got the job done. But when it comes to creating merchandise, right? Merchandise, I knew that if I wanted to start making t-shirts, or if I wanted to do this, or if I wanted to do that, I needed something a little bit more zhuzhed up. So that scrappy logo is gone, and now we're working on the new logo, right? We're working on the new logo. So Andy Woolley says, lush logo. Handwritten gives it a personal look too. Thank you for that feedback. I loved the custom kind of M and the H as well. I really liked it. I know it's really small and it's hard to see up there, but I definitely, I'm excited about it. So this is the first step of other items to come. Y'all know I've been working on, said I was going to have some merch. So we're going to have the Scrappy Not Crappy shirts available soon. We're also going to have some Action Creates Courage stuff as well. Some things that are in the works. So I'm pretty excited about it. You all will be the first to know when we launch that merch that you guys can get. So if you're all about being scrappy and not crappy, there's a t-shirt coming for you. There's a t-shirt coming for you. So I'm pretty excited. Laura likes the logo too. It's good. Laura's been around for a long time, so she has seen the iteration of me, my online presence, and my brand, and all the stuff in between. So yeah. So here we go. We are doing a live Q&A today. So I'm here to help you out with really whatever you need help with, whether it be you want to learn how to do something tech-wise, you want to learn tech-y, you want to learn how to use a feature in StreamYard, you want me to show you something in Canva, I don't care. Happy to do any of it. We're going to be hanging out here till about 3 o'clock Eastern time. And then I'm going to have to get off for today, to take off today. So but we got about 40 minutes to hang out together and do this. So whatever questions you have, I definitely have a couple questions in the queue already. So we can do that. We can get into that. I may pop in some background music as I'm doing today's stream. You guys seem to like the background music. So I'm excited. I'm happy that you like that. I'm actually going to pull up. So we're going to find some, let me share my screen real quick. I'm using Epidemic Sound today, as I usually use. It was today. I almost always use Epidemic Sound. But one thing I will say is that I also love Harris Heller's Stream Beats. And a lot of times I like to go to Harris Heller's synth, like his dance, I don't know, electronic music, sorry, but the synth, so like synthesizer. But I noticed that if I go to pop, was it pop? Yeah, pop. And then you can look at genres inside pop and look, synth pop is right here. And I kind of dig what's going on with these songs. So let me turn this up. Some of them take a minute to get going. That one sucks. Let's go with a different one. Driving through Malibu. There. This. I mean, listen, I was born in 1980. I'm an 80s kid. I'm an 80s child. So I can't lie. I really dig the synthesizer sounds, the electronic style, the synthesizer sounds. Yeah. I know Mike loves the Stream Beats. I love he says Team Stream Beats. I love Stream Beats. Stream Beats is free for everybody. I do have an Epidemic Sounds subscription, so I happened to discover the synth pop recently in there, but I also love me some Harris Heller Stream Beats, especially the synthesizer stuff that he's got going on for sure. So yeah, pretty excited about it. Okay, cool. So yeah, so if you have a question for me today, feel free to ask your question in the comments. Just do me a favor, put it in there with a Q in front of it so that I can easily find it and easily grab it, put it in the queue and answer the question. So that's what we're doing today. If you're new, by the way, if you're new here hanging out, let me know. We have something special for you. If you're a new subscriber, let us know. We have something special for you that we do for our new subscribers and our new viewers, our new live viewers. So David Hunt says, Harris Heller is amazing with Stream Beats. Totally agree. Why don't we just go in there and we'll just get on. We'll get some Harris Heller going for y'all so that those of you who are not familiar with Stream Beats can try it. Let's get my Spotify going. Uh-oh, my Spotify doesn't want to load. Of course it doesn't want to load, right? It's signed me out somehow. I don't know what's going on. So maybe we won't listen to Harris Heller Stream Beats today. Let me try one more time. Nope. Do not know what's happening. Whatever. Okay, let's get to some questions for you guys. I was going to play Harris Heller, but we're not going to. Okay, so first question comes from Andy Woolley. He says, best way you schedule content. So content, that's an interesting question. So content could be a blog post. Content could be social media content, meaning like social media posts. It could also be live streams, right? It could even be your emails. So content, podcasts, all that is considered content. So different platforms have different scheduling aspects, but let's talk about this. So overall, the process at a high level is I love for people to batch their content, to sit down and actually come up with all the ideas, batch your ideas, and then sit down and decide, okay, here's how I'm going to actually decide what goes in what order. In fact, Andy, let me grab the link for you. I broke down the process that I recommend on a live stream I did last fall. Gosh, was it last fall? It's been a while, but it's on my channel. So it's on my YouTube channel. Let me grab it real fast. It's called Let's Create a Content Plan. How about that? And it says, let's create a content plan for 2022. It was a couple months ago. It was the beginning of the year. And I broke down the process. There's really what I say is come up with the ideas, then sit down and look at your promotional calendar and try to decide. I'm going to grab the link for Andy here, put it in the comments real quick. Share, copy. Whoops, it did not copy. Copy. There you go. There is the video I'm talking about, right? So Mario, I appreciate you and your knowledge. Well, thank you. You can ask questions if you want, Mario. I'd love for you to. More conversations. You are late, but it's all good. You missed the dance party. Oh, I didn't really dance. I'm sitting, but we played some music. I actually played some old school music, old school songs that I like to play. So, okay. Anyway, my point is this. Plan your ideas, but then also sit down and look at your actual calendar for your business. Do you have things you're promoting? Are you launching anything? Do you have promotional periods? Do you have sales? Do you have, like, for example, retail? I always say this, retail, obviously the holidays is a very important time of year for them, right? Also in retail, maybe depending on what retail you're in, maybe Valentine's Day is a very important time for you. So you have ups and downs and seasons in your business. Everybody does. If you're an online entrepreneur, if you're an online content creator, the seasons for you may be in the summer, you like to take some time off. You like to step away. Maybe your kids are at home from school and you don't want to be working all the time. That's a seasonal thing aspect of your business. So look at your business overall and decide, all right, where are the areas where I'm promoting something or need to be promoting something and launching something? Maybe one time a year you talk about a specific element, like Doug at SmackDown Outdoors. He's out, like, he's not going to necessarily be talking about deer hunting in May. You don't deer hunt in May, but you do start fishing because they've been spawning, right? So he's talking about ice fishing right now. It seems that that's a seasonal aspect. He can talk about different elements of the outdoors because of the different seasons. Those seasons, the actual seasons, like the nature, the weather affects how we spend our time outdoors. And so obviously his content plan, it needs to follow that. So sitting down and coming up with all the ideas, then look at the calendar of your business, of what affects your business, all those things. And then look at those content ideas and see where they line up. So that's how you can plan your content. And then of course, scheduling your content. When it comes to having a plan, there's certain things you can batch. You can batch podcast recordings, you can batch blog articles, you can batch pre-recorded videos, you can batch social media content. You obviously cannot batch live videos. So you have to think about that too. What kind of content are you creating and what can be scheduled and what can maybe not necessarily be scheduled? Now, when it comes to live videos, we'll just keep it at that because we could go down a whole big rabbit hole with this question, which I should probably redisplay. You could look at your live content and just know, okay, since it's live, then I need to decide when those live shows are going to be, what those topics are going to be. Make sure you work backwards. If it's particular guests, then you need to make sure, if you say I want to have one guest a month, then my other shows are just regular shows, great. Well, you need to schedule that with those guests. You need to work ahead to schedule a pre-show interview, some logistical things, a tech check, and then of course the actual live interview. So project manage yourself a little bit here and plot that out. Now, when it comes to how soon you should schedule that live show, it depends on the show itself. Certain platforms will have limitations with how far in advance you can schedule. I think anymore, really, it's Facebook is the big one. You cannot schedule it more than 7 days in advance. YouTube, I don't even know if there's a limitation, but like some people are scheduling stuff 30 days out. LinkedIn lets you schedule further out now than they used to. So, think about that. So if it's a big show, it's a big presentation and you want to drive a lot of traffic to it, then you might need to do it a little earlier. But don't just think that, I'll schedule it 3 weeks in advance and all these people will show up. No, I think that you should do some ongoing promotion to continue to drum up traffic, because even if somebody sees that you scheduled that live show 3 weeks out, they may say, get notified. I want to know about that. Are they going to think about it until that comes up? No, they're going to need to be reminded. So definitely think about your promotional schedule when it comes to that. Now, if it's something a little bit sooner, so like I schedule my stuff usually, I think I scheduled this one yesterday. I totally recommend you schedule a little bit earlier. As I always say, if you know the rules, you know you're breaking them. I definitely think schedule 7 days out. 5 to 7 days out is a good sweet spot when it comes to weekly content, regular stuff. People are they're fresh with it. They know it's coming. They know what you're doing. They don't need it to be super far in advance because it's regular. Now, if I have a special event, a special guest, I'm going to try to schedule that further out, as I said, so I can really drive some traffic and some interest to it. So I know that's kind of a loaded, long answer to the question. Hopefully it's helpful. Hopefully it gives you some things to think about when it comes to, what you're doing there. So Cosman's here. Hello, Cosman. It's great to see you. He says good vibes and an emoji, right? An emoji. Okay, so that was a great question. Loved that question, actually. David says, do you use anything special for the logo bug in the top right corner? So David, I love, so this thing right here, this is called the bug. Some people call this a bug. I think that's kind of an old video term, if I'm not mistaken. But by default, if you're using StreamYard, which by the way, we're using StreamYard today, as I do every time I go live. We are streaming with StreamYard. And if you want to get your free trial of the pro plan, go to the description. There's a link there. That is my partner link where you can get that. That is my affiliate link. But the bug is this thing right here. Now, if you're on a free plan, that's what it's going to look like. It's going to have that in there and you can't change it. But if you go on one of the paid plans, you can customize this logo up here. Now, the logo is boxed into this size, right? Oh my gosh. That is the logo size. Actually, here's the maximum size right here. That is the full size you can go with. Now, I like to use a logo depending on the show you're doing. So you can go with your brand logo. So David Hunt, maybe you have an actual brand logo, but maybe you have a particular show. So for example, you might have a, live with David, but then you might also have David's favorite toys. I don't know. I'm just coming up with funny ideas and examples like I usually do. Well, then you might want to have a different logo for David's favorite toys show. But then when your other stuff, you might just go with your regular brand logo like that right there, or like that right there, right? So I definitely think that the logo itself should be branded towards you, but maybe even branded towards the specific show that you're doing. Now, another thing you can use this section for is our animated GIFs. So you can upload an animated GIF that is 3 megabytes or less. Well, let me just say under 3 megabytes that you can use. So you can use animations up there if you want. I did a whole thing about using a timer, creating a timer if you wanted to do like, hot seats or Q&A, or if you wanted to say, all right, I'm going to give myself 30 seconds to answer every question, then you would start the timer and you would talk for 30 seconds. That would be really difficult for me, by the way, as all of my regular audience members know. I rarely answer questions in 30 seconds or less. But so that would be another way you can use that space up there too. A lot of fun, creative things you can do for sure when it comes to your logo. Hopefully that gave you what you were looking for when it comes to that. So let's see. I think Matthew says it was Tinny. Do both settings need to be? Oh, I see what you're saying. There's follow up to your other question. Okay, let me pin that for you. Okay, getting to it. All right, let me go to the next question. Paul picks photos. Next question for us. Any plans you're aware of for 2-line in StreamYard banners? Okay, so 2 lines. So banners look like this, right? There's a banner. Obviously, there's the ticker underneath, right? These are the only current options in StreamYard. Now, these are on all plans, free plans and paid plans. Oh, I accidentally clicked off my logo. Get that back on there. As of right now, I do not know of any plans for there to be 2 banners. So the banner is this large one right here. The ticker is the one at the very bottom that moves. That one actually moves. So when you go to create a banner, you just create the banner. And then if you want it to scroll, then you checkbox that you want it to scroll, and it will be smaller and go across the bottom like that. As far as I know, I don't think there are any plans. I don't know of any plans for them to add 2 banners, meaning 2 like large banners. Now, if you're on a paid plan, you could totally do an overlay. You could have an overlay that you designed and you could do whatever you want with it. In fact, we did this live a couple weeks ago. Was that a couple weeks ago? Maybe it was last week. No, it was a couple weeks ago, where we designed this thing right here, right? And that's just a custom overlay that's there. But, if I really wanted to, I've got the overlay up. You can display overlays and banners at the same time. So I could literally create, it'd have to be short because the way this is laid out, or it's going to overlap. But if I do this banner, now I have 2 banners. But that's because I'm using the banner feature inside StreamYard, but then the overlay feature. So I have an overlay displayed, and then I also have the banner on, right? And so that would be one way. But you could do two banners in an overlay if you wanted to. If you're on, as long as you're on any of the paid plans for StreamYard, you cannot do your own overlays when you are using a free plan. So hopefully that helps. Pixel picks photos, or Paul picks photos. That is a mouthful. Paul picks photos. Let's say it. Paul picks photos. Paul picks photos. Paul picks photos. Woo. That was a workout right there. That was a workout. You all are doing it now too, aren't you? You're literally doing it, aren't you? You're all saying Paul picks photos as fast as you can 3 times, and that's what you're doing. Crafting with Kim, this is funny. I actually would love this feature as well. She says, I've been using the record only feature. Would love it if they had a pause/resume feature like Canva. So I definitely want them to have a pause as well. I use Screencast-O-Matic. I've used Screencast-O-Matic for a long time. It's a fantastic tool that I highly recommend. It's very cheap. So good. And it has a pause feature, but also like a truncate feature. So I can actually like pause the recording and say, go back and start over from right here. So like if I mess up, I can just pause it and then go back to where I messed up and then start there. Or I can just completely go back to whatever clips. It's really great. So I definitely would like to see that feature as well. Crafting with Kim, go to StreamYard.com/contact and you'll see a link where you can submit a feature request. I would highly recommend you do that in there for sure. So let's see. So as a follow-up to what we were talking about, Paul picks photos. I remembered it. He says, wait, you can have two banners showing? Can they both scroll at the same time? I think maybe you were multitasking, Doug. You cannot have two. You can have a banner and a ticker showing at the same time, but you cannot have two banners. So for example, we can have live Q&A time and the scrolling banner. So you can definitely have a banner displayed and then a ticker displayed at the bottom at the same time. You can't have two tickers and you can't have two banners. What you may have seen was this. That is an overlay. So that is an overlay I added that looks like a banner, kind of. Looks like a lower third, really, is what it looks like. And then you have the live Q&A banner displayed as well. So that's how I did that. So you can definitely customize and hack your way through it, but you can definitely have a banner and a ticker displayed at the same time, which is fun and awesome. So I definitely think it's a good idea. Okay, so Doug says, yep, I was talking with the wife. Okay, no worries, no problem whatsoever. Okay, so let's see here. More conversations. How should I categorize Christian content? People in blogs, education, or does it matter? Well, it might depend on where you are putting your content. So for example, I know that the categories on YouTube channels are different than the categories on podcasts. For just to give one example, what are the categories for? I don't even know what they are for your channels. So I'm over in YouTube real quick. Settings. I can never remember where anything is when it comes to YouTube stuff. All right, let's see here. You'd think it'd be in settings, but oh no, of course not. Customize channel? It's not there either, I don't think. Maybe. Basic info. Settings. There it is. I'm getting there. Oh my gosh. It's literally like, there's keywords. So you have keywords to think about too. That might be where you get real specific. So if you're thinking that those people in blogs, education, people in blogs, when I hear people in blogs together, you know what I think of? I literally think of like Blogspot, when like it was like people who were building families and they started blogging and sharing pictures of their kids because that was how they shared their family with their kids. I don't know anyone that did that or tried to and failed to keep up with it. But when I hear people in blogs, I think of it that way, like that kind of part of blogging. But I know someone's about to, thank you. I knew someone was about to jump in here. Kamal coming in. Okay, for YouTube. So more conversion says for YouTube. Kamal says it's in the edit the video. Well, that's specific to the video, but I think that there's a category for your channel. Smackdown Outdoors says, Nick Nimmin says, get your YouTube category close and YouTube will fine tune it. There you go. Well, I think that what do you guys think? I guess I'd want to know what you guys think. So, the original question from more conversations was, how should I categorize Christian content? People, blogs, education, or does it matter? I do think it matters. And I think it also depends on where we're categorizing. I also think that for the videos themselves, your keywords, your tags are going to be really, really like, that's where you're going to want to really make sure you spend some of that time is categorizing. So for example, if one video is about, a book, we'll say a specific Christian book, well, then you would obviously want to categorize it with the book, with maybe the title, the stuff that the book is about, those types of things. Those would be very specific because that's what is going to help people find your video itself, because YouTube is a search engine. So that's definitely part of it too. So hopefully that was helpful. I know it wasn't like an exact answer, and I swear to God, I'm still trying to find. There it is. Oh my gosh, I found it. Okay. Settings, advanced settings. Okay. Let me just pop this up on screen real fast. So if you're in settings, I got here somehow. YouTube Studio, and then down in customization, and then there was this, down here, right here, settings tab. See that right there? Oh, no, you don't, because, hold on. Nope, that's not going to work either. Here. Oh my gosh. Let me remove the comment. Let me remove the banner so you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. Down here, there it is, settings, way down there. So that's what we're seeing here. And then over here at advanced, you're going to see all this stuff, and then category. There are the categories that you have to choose from. So film, animation, autos and vehicles, music, pets and animals, sports, travel, events, people and blogs, news and politics. I would not select that. Education, nonprofits and activism. What do you guys think? Christian, content, when it comes to Christian content, because here was the original question. So Christian content, how would you guys categorize it? I mean, that's a tricky one. I almost wish that there was something there that was more specific. You know what I mean? So, thank you. Yes. In YouTube Studio. That's right. We went to YouTube Studio, and then we went to settings. But you guys let more conversations know in the comments what you guys think. I mean, you got nonprofits and activism, which that could be one. Education could definitely be one for sure. It kind of depends on, are you streaming sermons, or are you streaming like education about Christianity, and all those things. So think about that. And then people and blogs. And the other thing I would do, David, is search other Christian content channels and see what they're categorized as. That might be something you might think about for sure. So, but as Mike said earlier, let you pick something and YouTube will fine tune it for you. So that's good to know. So tricky. I agree. Doug at SmackDown says nonprofits. I'm thinking nonprofits and activism. But check that, just to check it out. So check it out. And then again, like I said, the specific content itself, I would definitely use the keywords in there. All right, let's see. Matthew says, hey Mel, I had an OBS issue with a mic sound. It was tinny. Do both settings need to be on desktop audio? Oh man, I wish I knew the answer. You can absolutely configure your audio settings inside OBS. I do not. I am not an audio tech person. So audio is very much, it's not foreign to me. It's just there's compression, there's high pass filters, and there's all these settings, and I don't know what any of them really truly mean. It's definitely kind of, if I were to get to a place where I'd say, I'm going to sit down and learn 3 new, really specific skills, that would definitely be one of them. If I were to take a short course on audio engineering, I would do it, because I do think that it's fascinating, but I also know that it can be very intense. I wish I could answer that. If anyone has any suggestions for Matthew at Mantis is his channel, let him know in the comments. Also, Mantis, that is definitely, especially OBS. I would just honestly get on YouTube and I would search OBS audio, best OBS audio settings, how to configure your mic in OBS. Those are the key searches that I would search for. Guaranteed you're going to come up with some really great stuff. There is a guy I love to follow. His channel is so good. I've learned a lot from his channel. Let's see here. Let me switch back to my account, because I'm sure it's going to show up just in my news feed. It almost always does. Let me see here. Home. I'm going to look for this person. I'm going to see if they show up right away. Watch, they won't today they won't today because I want it to today. Isn't it interesting how that always I can tell a particular 12-year-old has been watching YouTube on some device that I'm logged into. Does anybody else have that happen on your YouTube channel? Does anyone else have that happen where you go to your YouTube and you're like, what is this, Hoot Nanny? Clearly, Addie has been watching YouTube somewhere where I'm logged in. Maybe it's on my iPad. I'm not sure, but it's really funny. It always messes up my stuff. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to search OBS. Literally just search OBS, and hopefully this person shows up. Oh, here he is. Perfect. Michael Fayer Jr. That is who I 100% love to learn about OBS from. Let me just pull up his channel here and get you a link to it. I'll put it in the comments here for you. right there. That's a great channel for YouTube stuff. Love our YouTube OBS stuff. Love learning OBS stuff. Welcome to the stream, Ryan or David. It's great to see you here with us today. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, it might be the interface. Baidmart Designs. I see Peppa Pig as suggestions. That's hilarious. Seriously, I can always tell when I pop in and I'm like, clearly Addie's been watching logged in somewhere. What's up, Strawberry Rhubarb Tarot? It's great to see you. That's funny. Doug says, yep, my wife watches home improvement shows. I think she's trying to send me a message. That's funny. That's actually really funny. That's clever if that's what she's doing. That's pretty smart. So yeah, so Michael Fayer, oops, I was going to show his channel. This guy right here, love his stuff. I learned all kinds of stuff about OBS from this guy. And here you go, OBS soundboard. I mean, I like his videos too. He's very good at it, very entertaining. He does a really, really nice job. I put a link to his channel in the comments. They will show up on my Facebook page if you're watching on my Facebook page, or they will show up on my YouTube channel. If you're watching over in the Facebook group, that link is not going to show up there, unfortunately. AWOL Digital has a video on filters of OBS mic. There you go. Thank you, Kamal, for sharing that as well. And if anybody else has any suggestions, then definitely post those in the comments for sure. Okay. Good question, though, Mantis. Good question. Cosmin said, what do you think of the idea to create your own show inside OBS and then stream it with StreamYard? So create your own show inside OBS and then stream it with StreamYard. What do you say? Create your own show inside OBS and then stream it with StreamYard. Do you mean like create your scenes and all your graphics and all of those things inside OBS, but then simply turn on the virtual camera and then go to StreamYard and select OBS virtual camera as your webcam, which then will display anything happening in OBS? Is that what you mean? Or are you referring to like something else that is way more than that? Cosmin, if you're still here, give me some clarity on that one. He says yes. Okay. That's exactly what I'm doing. So I am literally using OBS virtual camera, which is how I'm able to do other things. Like this whole thing y'all see in the beginning, that's a scene in OBS. And then I can switch to the other camera angle. That's another scene in OBS that has the same countdown timer going. These are scenes I have set up and they are programmed onto my Stream Deck, which you see right here. Brio, which you see right down here. That's the Stream Deck. That's where I'm pushing the buttons for the different scenes, including, like this one, fire, right? And then that goes away. That's a scene that I set up. So that's 100% what I do. The reason I do that, honestly, overall, is for the countdown. That's the main reason I use that particular setup. The other reason I like to use it is so that I can easily switch my camera angles to right here. So I have these all set up as different scenes in OBS. And I love the idea. I think it's great. I think StreamYard gives us so many great, easy ways to do this. And literally, you can create overlays, you can do all the cool things, but you are somewhat limited to what you can do. However, you can display comments, you can create these banners like I have going at the bottom. You can do so much more on the fly. So I like to use both tools together. So what you're seeing here is OBS. And so as I mentioned, let me see, let me put this over here so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. I always wish that OBS would let me make this larger because I know y'all can barely see this, but these are the scenes I have set up. So I can click on each one of those. So I can click on them and they literally go from scene to scene. There's back to the ATEM. I can share my screen on there. I can even do a with me like this, like on screen. So circle cam, that's what that is. And that circle cam is added to the other scene and then it's just minimized. I can move it around. Oh, I can move it around. I can do all that. You can't do that in StreamYard the way StreamYard's set up, right? And so that's why I use OBS, so that I can customize the look. But I stream with StreamYard so I can display comments, so I can, share just easily do some other things that are set up inside StreamYard way easier. But I will tell you that the main reason I use OBS is for the camera, the switching of the angles. That's the main reason I do it. So hopefully that answered that question for you. Kamal says, I do the same thing using a number pad as the controller instead of the Stream Deck. You could totally do that. So inside OBS, you can set up hotkeys that will literally change to scenes. And you can definitely do that with your keyboard. You can just set up keyboard shortcuts, which a lot of people do. The Stream Deck is just super cool because it can do so many things. Like I have the sound effects all set up with it. So you heard the snap, right? I've got let's see, we've got cache. That played on the speakers because I need to reconfigure that one. Let's see. Yeah, so anyway, I can do all those. You can program all those with your Stream Deck. That's a different app, but they can all be right here. It's just cool. So I like it. Okay, great question. Great question. Can you buy just a number pad? Yes, you can actually. So if you have a keyboard that doesn't have a number pad like this right here, you can actually buy just the number pad. In fact, a lot of gamers do that. So that they have just the number pad because they need it for their games, and they're using another keyboard that doesn't have it. But you could do that. You could also get a Stream Deck, Cosman. You could also get a Stream Deck as well. So, okay. I like it though. David Hunt has a question. He says, do the categories matter for YouTube CPM? CPM. David, why you gotta throw acronyms that I don't know? CPM. Now I gotta go Google it. Why you gotta throw acronyms at me, David? First time showing up in the comments, which by the way, I think it's your first time in the comments, so I'm just gonna do it. Yes. Okay. So David, I think it's your first time in my comments live. So there you go. You get the welcome message. Okay. What? We're about to Google it. YouTube CPM. What does that stand for? It's not even showing up on Google. What is YouTube CPM? Why it matters? HubSpot. Cost per. Come on. Can I get a definition here, HubSpot? Cost per something. What? My gosh. Okay, I'm going back. Cost per milli. It's a monetization thing. Yes, David is coming from Kirk's stream, right? Okay, I think I saw he had a follow-up comment to it. I swear, yeah, there it is for monetization. Okay. Do the categories matter for YouTube monetization? Probably. I don't know. I'm not afraid to say I don't know the answer to your question. No way. I'm not even monetized yet. But this article looks pretty dang good. It's on HubSpot. Hold on. I'm scanning it. This goes all into it. Look at this. Like, why is CPM important? Why average CPM on YouTube? Highest CPM on YouTube. Hold on. Oh, those are the categories. Look. Categories. Additionally, certain niche topics will ultimately have higher CPMs. Industries that perform well on YouTube and B are incredibly profitable will perform better in terms of CPM. These industries include makeup, retail, health, finance, and technology. So yeah, it sounds like it matters. But I wish I could. I wish I could add more to it. But I truly do not know the answer to your question specifically. So I'm not gonna act like I do. But I am definitely cost per thousand. Okay, very good. I should not be muted now. Okay. It looks like my beacon app crashed or I closed it by accident. Yep. It's gone. It's crashed. So, but you should hear me now, right? You should hear me now. Do you hear me now? You should be able to hear me now. Let's see. I'm just gonna, okay. Come on now. You can hear me. Yep. Awesome. Thank you, Doug at SmackDown Outdoors. Okay, so what I was saying was I will take this question from Strawberry Rhubarb Tarot. Did I say? Never mind. I almost said Strawberry Outdoors. I can answer this question, and then I'm gonna have to head out because I do have a time constraint today, which normally I don't. Y'all know I like to go over on the schedule, but not today. I have to. We have to, be good here. Or we have to be done here at 3. So, all right. How much are Stream Decks? They vary in cost based on the size that you get. Now let's go take a look and see what they're running for right now. Elgato was having a sale, and I forget what the bundle was. Do they still have the bundle sale going? Yes. Okay, so let's just pull up Elgato's website. So if we keep going to this bundle, the Elgato Wave 3 and the Stream Deck, right now, if you buy those, they're going to save 20% on them. So they do offer, they do offer sales sometimes, promotions, but not always. Elgato's website is not wanting to load. But maybe just go check out Elgato's website. Let's just go to the Stream Deck and see what we see here. Wow, really? Come on, Elgato. There it goes. Okay, so there's your bundle. So $239.99 US dollars. Okay, US dollars. That's going to be both of these items together. That's a pretty good deal. It's 20% off. It looks like both of them. Now, it does look like it is the Stream Deck, the medium-sized Stream Deck. I personally recommend the XL. Yes, there you go. I knew somebody was going to pop in with that one. Definitely the XL. That is what I have. I have the XL. So the XL is this big guy right here. So let me go to right here. The XL is this one. It's the 32 button. Even though it feels like more than you'll need, trust me, I have my sound effects, I have my scenes. If you're planning to do multiple things, especially streaming, you're going to want the big one. Because if you don't, then you're going to have to be scrolling through folders, and it's just not what you want. It really isn't going to work as well. So, yeah, look, there you go. Stream Deck XL for the win. And then Mike says, and then you'll want another one, which is so funny. Okay, let me pull up let's go to Amazon, because you can also shop. You can shop for all of Elgato's products on Amazon. Mike or Mantis wants the affiliate link for the Stream Deck. Let's grab that. Now, if you want to get that bundle, you probably have to get it directly. I'm assuming you'd have to. Oh, they're on sale. It looks like they're on sale right now, all together. So let's check this out. Yeah, if you guys go to Amazon, check it out. They are right here for sale. So looks like that. I mean, if you want one, now's the time, because they don't always go on sale. So you've got Stream Decks. You got all kinds of things you can get here. Don't get this little guy. Don't get that. That's just not right. Get the XL one. So yeah, you can get them on Amazon. Ooh, the Loop Deck is also promising. That's a pretty interesting product as well. I have not done anything with it, but it looks like right there you can get the bundle right there. So yeah, right here. So I will paste my Amazon affiliate link right in the comments for you if you all want to check it out. I know, Doug. It's like, don't tell me this, right? Don't tell me this. Mantis, what I was talking about earlier, I was talking about the StreamYard. I was basically saying StreamYard. You can, if you want to get the 14-day free trial for StreamYard, you can do that by using the link in the description of the video where you are watching right now. So hopefully that answered your question. Doug says he would like Elgato to come out with a 48 to 60 button version. That's really funny, actually. I like that. So yeah, so there you go, my friends. Cosmin wanted to know how much the number pads are. Honestly, I don't know. I've not purchased one myself. They probably range. I'm sure that there are different ones. There's probably Bluetooth ones. There's probably wired ones. And there's probably ones that have LED or lights in them and all those things too. I don't think you would need to spend much to get the number pads. But again, I would definitely consider a Stream Deck because it can do so much more than just that number pad for you. So you also could just buy a new keyboard that has a number pad on it. That's also a possibility as well. So, but yeah. All right, my friends. Well, this was super fun. Now, here's the deal. I'm going to be in San Diego next week. So I'm actually going to Social Media Marketing World next week. I'm super excited. I've never gone to this conference before. I've always wanted to go. I cannot wait to go next week. Really excited about it. And we're going to be there. So I'll be there next week. So I am definitely going to be popping in live at some point. I just honestly can't necessarily bank on internet and all the things. So definitely make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Why don't we just use that little overlay thing we brought up before? Subscribe so that if I do go live, you actually get a notification. So if you're not already, most of you probably are subscribed to me. Thank you so much for being here. I super duper appreciate you. But make sure you subscribe so that you get notified when I do pop in and go live next week. I will also be live next Wednesday. I'll be live tomorrow and next Wednesday on the StreamYard channel, as I am every Wednesday for Ask StreamYard. We are going to live broadcast from Social Media Marketing World in San Diego next Wednesday. So we're going to be having fun. It's going to be a lot of, it's going to be a busy time, but I definitely plan to take some of my gear and do a little bit of mobile streaming. So I'll let y'all know how all that goes, and we'll see you then. So, all right, everybody, I love y'all. Thanks so much again for being here. If you're going to be there next week, make sure you say hi. Definitely say hi to me. Come find me. Find the hair. Just find the hair. Come find me and give me a hello. Give me a big hug. If you're a hugging type, I'm a huge hugger. So I would love to get a hug from any of my audience members if you're going to be there. So, all right, everybody, I hope you all have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.